What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And I told you we were going to get started, and I got some emails that came in where some of you awesome guys found dealerships that are playing scumbag games. And I was clear about this. And look, this first dealer, well, we're going to read the email, then I'm going to get into the markup, then I'm going to call the dealer, and I'm going to see if they're going to come to their senses. And if they're not, then you know, you got to deal with the consequences. Roll the intro. Perfect. Guys, before we get into today's video, we got to talk about the giveaway that's going on the channel. The combo pack ended last night, but we are continuing with the Ram 2500 over on our tool site at 200,000 entries per dollar spent, and the Challenger is now over on the merch site where it's been. Same thing, you can find the different amount of entries on that with the different packs and stuff that are available over there. I am linking both in the description down below, whether you want to get something from the tool site to go after the Ram 2500 or whether you want to go after the dual Challenger giveaway. They are both up for this month. Links are in the description down below. So let's read this email. Howdy, TK. I don't know if I can say his first name. I won't say his last name. I don't want to get him in trouble. Ryan, just saw your video on dealers trying to charge ridiculous ADM on the new TRX. As I was watching it, I just happened to go to my local dealer's website early this morning. Niall Maxwell in Austin. I've heard horrible shit about this dealer in the past. And saw that they had a TRX on order listed as available, and they listed it for MSRP. Notice they had no buyer for it, and it's dealer ordered, not customer ordered. Got it. Then I went back to that same dealer's website after watching your video, and sure as fuck, they have that thing for $25,000 over MSRP. This dealer is otherwise a good dealer. I don't know about that. They advertise no add-ons and such, when the other CDJR dealer in Austin, Covert, yeah, there's shit too, has resorted to that crap. And I have bought a handful of vehicles from them. My wife and I's current vehicles were both bought at Niall Maxwell in Austin. She's got a high output Hurricane in a model year 24 Grand Wagoneer, 30,000 miles. And my 26 RHO is about a year old now. Like you, I'm a big BMW M fan as well, and have a model year 22 F90 M5. I like that car. I just wasn't a fan of the all-wheel drive. And I love my Hurricane motors. But I'm with you. What does it say? I hate when I do that. There we go. But I'm with you, and despite the notion of ADM over sticker for any new vehicle, lived that with the C8 Z06 that I didn't buy until I could get it for MSRP, and I still lost my shorts on it 18 months later. So imagine if you pay over sticker. You're going to get railed in the ass, okay? Since you are in the know and occasionally have Tim's ear, oh shit, here we go. Let me run this by you from my experience when I last bought my RHO about this time last year from the same dealer. And this is what I would otherwise consider a good dealer outside of this undesirable ADM. I was able to get a $1,000 bonus private offer certificate when I went to buy my RHO that I had ordered via the RHO forums. I negotiated everything one step at a time, and when I got down to the end, I pulled out my private certificate number and presented it. They said they wouldn't accept it. I said the offer is from Ram. Go back and at least have Ram tell me they won't accept it. The sales guys went to the manager, came back and said Ram won't do it. So I moved on. A day or two later, I was able to see my private certificate redeemed on my Ram truck portal. I called Ram customer care and said that was a really unsavory practice and Ram should ask the dealer about it. They told me to contact the dealer. Oof. In hindsight, I wish I would have emailed or screenshot I took to the GM and said that was a really unsavory thing to do. But I figured the deal was done, and I did get them to order me a new RHO at $9,000 off MSRP, close to $10K off that Mark Dodge was offering. Another bad dealer. A few days later, that redeemable certificate dropped off my owner portal on Ram Truck's website, but I had the screenshot. I still like to think Ram would frown upon a dealer denying my ability to redeem the 1K bonus cash to my face, but then go in after the fact, after the deal of any paperwork that I have and redeem it. Almost seems like fraud by a dealer. Listen, unfortunately, I'm going to be so honest with you. Like, it's very rare to find an honest dealer. I've been in the car business. I know lots of guys that have been in the car business. It's very, very rare to find a big franchise dealer that doesn't do scumbag shit. I hate to say that, but it's true. The other bit I would quickly mention to you, as I believe you're a veteran, is the military offer. I was able to get $500 military offer as I am rated 100% service connected by the VA. But at the price of these vehicles, denying a $500 discount to the majority of veterans who don't meet the criteria Ram calls for seems a tad, shall I say, petty. In my opinion, I know, just my opinion, and I learned a long time ago as a veteran, I don't want to pander to anyone for any freebies. I personally won't grovel even for a free lunch on Veterans Day. No, I get it. Ryan, major salute, bro. I appreciate the email. And he sends the screenshot, which I'm going to put in here. Now, the one thing that's crazy now is, dealers can't play these games. They have to show what the price of the vehicle is. They can't play these bullshit games. So basically, this TRX is at MSRP is $112,395, document fee of $225. You get the $500 off from the military, but they basically want $137,620 for it because they're putting markups on it. Well, look, here's what I can tell you. I'm going to go through the reviews of this specific dealership. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to call. And it's funny now when I call, if I call a dealer and I ask for the GM and I say who I am, most of them know, which is funny. Most of them know at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call and I'm going to say, what's the grounds for this $25,000 markup over MSRP? I don't know if you know this or not, but when a vehicle sells at MSRP, which back in the day or before COVID hardly ever happened anyway, right? The dealers would negotiate under sticker. Now, if they're getting sticker on every vehicle, the dealerships are making money. I don't, yes, if a vehicle sits on their lot for 180 days, they're not making a lot. That floor plan costs money. No shit. But a $25,000 markup, are you intentionally trying to make the damn truck sit on your lot for a year? Because it sure looks like it. And I think the games that these dealers are playing are causing these vehicles to sit on a lot for extended periods of time. And now it's got so bad, because I remember when the six-packs were just hitting lots, these fucking cocksuckers were trying to charge 25 and 30K over. Like, bitch, this is not a Hellcat. That's not happening. And now I'm hearing they're trying to do this shit with the Rumblebees too. Look, I wanted to get into this email. I am going to deal with this dealer directly. There will be a part 2. And I want to hear what they say. I want to know why they think they should charge $25,000. They can go tell me to go fuck myself, and I'm perfectly fine with that. and I will rip them a new asshole on the internet. I have no problem doing that. So we're going to find out. Look, I almost feel like if somebody doesn't start getting dead off in these fucking dealers' asses, they're going to continue to damage the brand. And I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick of it. We're not going back to this again. We need to nip all this shit in the bud now before the Hellcat car comes. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. I am 100% over it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And I'm sure there's going to be dealer people, TK, come on, man. We got to make money. Suck my dick. We have to make money. You make money from invoice to MSRP. Never mind the doc fee and all the other fucking bullshit that dealers run. I was a dealer. I know. So please miss me with the bullshit. Like I said I was going to do it. I'm sure OC Motivator going to be getting dead off in their ass too. The difference is with me, I have nothing but time. You know, unless we're in an active war, which, you know, if you want to call Iran an active war, like, I don't have to go to the Middle East all the time as a contractor. I get to stay here, and I'm retired. I don't work. This is work. Phone calls, you know, to Qatar once or twice a week. That's my job. I got nothing but time. I can start traveling to these dealers and doing videos. On the street, of course, because, you know, I'm sure those try to start trespassing a motherfucker. That's cool. But I think it's time that I get on the road and start lighting these motherfuckers up, man. I'm sick of this shit. And I'm sure you guys, you know, the Mopar faithful are too. And don't get it twisted. I'm willing to bet you, I know he hates, I think he hates when I say this, but I'm willing to bet you that Mopar Jesus, aka Tim Kaniskas, and I'm sure Matt McAleer, and the two new CEOs who I don't know for shit, I'm sure that these guys don't like that shit either because it gives the brand a bad name. So, you know, franchise laws are what they are, right? They have to sell to dealers. Well, fine. But it doesn't mean that us in the general public, because I'm just a fan, I don't work for the brand, we don't have to accept that shit. And we can apply the appropriate public pressure to get the appropriate result. So that these entitled ass dealers get away from this bullshit. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friend. Yes, it's hot as fuck out here, man. I am sweating my ass off. Whew! But I love it.